Hey, Taurus! Annoying, but we'll let it slide. How's my beautiful bow gang? How are we, Taurus? We're about to find out. Feeling a bit clumsy today. Last week I was feeling goofy. This week I'm feeling clumsy. We all have moods, right? Might have a little aggression to get out this week, and that's okay. I'm not feeling particularly angry, but I did just feel like slamming that stand on the table, so work it out amongst yourselves, right? Check out the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords, Truce. Okay, so let's drink some water and then get... Clumsy, okay? I totally just spilled a bunch of water on my silk pants. It's a fun time. Clumsy. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Prince of Wands. Okay, so again, aggressive much, right? I did start off my week last week pretty aggressive. I was on my period. I highly recommend the Clue app. If you notice, this is not really the time and they don't pay me to promote them or anything. I just swear by this fucking app, okay? Clue app. Track your menstrual cycles. Definitely changed my mood last week, okay? But, I was just saying something about aggression, and then the Queen of Swords shows up, and I'm not saying she's always aggressive, and I'm not calling Earth sign women aggressive. I'm just saying... in context, it very much seems that way. We also have the Prince of Wands, which is emotional immaturity. So we are talking about being overly aggressive, needing to be in control, possibly overworking yourself, and also not accepting the way that you feel, rejecting other people's emotions, and just generally being immature and having an immature attitude. Okay, so we are off to a rough start. And I thought the worst of it was me being clumsy. Wet pants my ass. We have the universe and we have the moon. Okay? Not necessarily contradicting energies, but at the same time, it's like the universe is here to say everything's working out in your favor, it's going well, and this is a smooth ride, and you're going to be fine. We got your back. But the moon tells a little bit of a different story where it's more like darker times and what are you going to get out of this and how are you going to manage and etc. Right? We have the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Discs. Okay, so if you don't get your attitude in check, and I'm hearing this loud and clear for myself as much as you all, right? You do not get that attitude in check, your life is going to be disrupted and it's going to cost you. Interference, failure. Swords, discs. Okay? Are you hearing this? Are you feeling this? Are you seeing this? Okay? Get where I'm coming from? If you are not careful, you could lose it all. Everything is working out. But are you going to let it work out? Or are you going to fuck it up and fail? Simple as that. Very good. We have the Eight of Cups, Indolence, and Death. Scorpio, which is my rising sign. So, the Eight of Cups, Indolence, loneliness, being alone, yada, rada, lada, bullshit. Okay, everybody's feeling lonely. I feel like it came up in almost every reading last week or whenever I did those. Now it's come up 2 for 2 again. So, that feeling, that isolation, it's not going away anytime soon. In fact, it's probably going to get worse. A lot of people be sneaking around, seeing their friends, going out, doing this, doing that. It's probably about to be dialed back a little bit. So enjoy your summer. Don't focus on how lonely you are now because you're about to be even more lonely later is what I'm guessing. Just pandemic vibes, you know. Second wave, winter, flu season. You know how it is. But death being here, okay? An end to that loneliness. Maybe seeing with fresh eyes or allowing someone in your life or enjoying your own company. Could be anything. Could be anything, really. But, to say the least. Got the Eight of Discs, Prudence, so stick to what you do best, and that is doing you, right? Nobody can take who you are from you. They can take your money, they can take your security, they can take your stability, but they cannot take you, I guess. We have the Empress, the Five of Swords, Defeat, Adjustment, which is Libra, and the Six of Wands, Victory. Once you start gaining control, you'll realize that maybe some of the battles you were fighting are not actually worth it. You might surrender to the fact that you don't need to be fighting every battle. That's why they say pick and choose your battles. You've just been going for it. Just going for it, okay? Once you start gaining control again, you'll realize these battles are not for me. This is not for me. And once you truly start to get used to not combating every slight jab, when you stop picking apart what everyone says to you, when you accept and assume control again for yourself, that's when you'll start noticing your wins more. That's when it's gonna really count. Hanged Man, stay dedicated. You and Aries got always similar. You know, it's weird. Okay. We have the Star. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Aquarius, Gemini. The Star is the Aquarius card. The Lovers is the Gemini card. So lots of air energy because you got Libra too. Look, that's how I set them up right here. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, all air signs. I have a shit ton of air signs in my life, so tell me something. Princess of Cups. Eight of Wands. Swiftness. Ten of Wands, Oppression. Nine of Swords, Cruelty. Okay. So maybe somebody comes at you by surprise. You're like literally just trying to focus on yourself, literally trying to figure your shit out, just like getting used to the way things are, trying to keep yourself calm, stay in your lane. You're working. I can tell that you are starting to see the ways that you need to change, and now it's time to put in the work to make the change. Okay, vibes? But then something is just going to come up and surprise you out of nowhere, and you are going to have a decision to make, And if you don't have a decision to make, it might be a person coming into your life romantically. Could even be a Gemini. Princess of Cups is maybe that you weren't ready for this. You weren't ready to be committed to someone. You weren't ready for this decision to be made. You simply are trying to prepare your situation, but you're being almost thrown into the situation. So, reacting too quickly, this Eight of Wands, swiftness, right next to this Ten of Wands, oppression, right next to this Knight of Swords, cruelty. Making this huge decision too quickly is going to max you out emotionally. And it's going to cause a lot of, I don't want to say it's going to cause self-harm, because I'm not insinuating that you are going to physically harm yourself. But in other ways, it is going to cause some harm, some self-harm. So it is a big decision, whatever the decision is. It's a big one, but if you make it too quickly and you don't think it through and you just run with it, it's gonna probably bite you in the ass. So, Five of Wands, strife, and the Chariot. So things might not be the best that they have ever been. You know, it's kind of boring, kind of stagnant, just still waters, right? Strife, no fire, no flame, but still burning, still hot. Something like that. Five. But the Chariot, you continue forward, you move on, you keep going. So if you got a big decision to make, or if there's somebody coming at you in your life, just be careful and be wary. Okay. Now, let's see what's going on in the work life of Taurus. Cacronolas. I think he's the one who talks to people, and he can either like make you friends or make you enemies, but he usually uses his shit for good. I think. I'm trying to remember these demons. Clearly I don't know them that well. If I'm always reading them out of the book, you probably noticed, but getting to know them. Cacronolas was said to know of the past and future, but his interest lay in discovering the secrets of the mind. He could find his way into the deepest thoughts of friends and foes, and could use that knowledge to make them love each other or drive them to murder each other. I knew what I was talking about. The truth is, that's not all that supernatural a feat. The better we get to know someone, the more we are able to influence that person's actions as well. However, that power need not be used to bring pain to others. Cacronolas could use the knowledge of men's mind to bring them closer together, and so, of course, can we. Focus on learning the secrets of others, but beware of using that knowledge to harm others. As a tarot reader, okay, whoops, what was this? Prudence, sticking to it, being true to you. As a tarot reader, I find out a lot about people, and I swear by confidentiality. There are times I might reference a reading and not say who it is, or I might say I've done a reading for someone and not say anything about it. I learn a lot about people, and I choose to refrain from ever using the information I acquire from these readings. So general readings are different. Like, oh, you're Gemini, did you see that reading that I did? You know, whatever. That's a little different. But especially if you're in a work environment, this is my work, which is why I'm using this analogy, but I'm dragging this out. All I'm saying is, if people confide in you, or if you do know a lot about people, or you just always hear the gossip, or people come to you with the tea, it's okay to take in that information, but just be wary about what you do with that information. That's all. So anyway, I hope... Did we look at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Four of Swords, truth. You know you got a lot going on, and you've made peace with that, and you might be busy right now, but it's all working out for your highest good. Anyways, I hope that helped. I'll see you next time.